Walk through Singapore's central business district and you're standing inside one of the world's greatest capital of tech unicorn creation. But here's the surprising part. A huge percentage of these companies weren't founded by people born in Singapore. They were founded by immigrants. Grab is founded by a Malaysian. Shein is founded by Chinese immigrants. Moglix is founded by an engineer from India. So today we're asking a simple question. Why do so many immigrants build tech startups in Singapore but not the locals? And the answer has less to do with culture and much more to do with design. Because Singapore didn't just grow a startup ecosystem, it engineered one. Most countries evolve slowly. Singapore was built deliberately. In the 1960s, it had no natural resources, no oil, no large population, no farmland. So Singapore made a strategic decision. If you can't export resources, you can export services, capitals, and brain. At its time, this was considered to be a risky bet. But from day one, the country optimized itself for global trade, foreign investment, and international talent. This mindset still shapes everything today. Singapore doesn't treat immigration as charity. It instead treats immigration as infrastructure. Talented foreigners aren't seen as outsiders, but they're seen as economic inputs. And startup just happen to be one of the highest leverage ways to turn talent into growth. Language quietly decides where founders go. Singapore's official working language is English. Not as a second language English, but full legal, business, and technical English. That means contract, pitch decks, term sheets, court system, and developer documentation are all in English. For an immigrant founder, this removes an enormous barrier. You don't need to relearn professional communication. You don't need to feel linguistically trapped. You can arrive and immediately operate at near maximum efficiency. Very few non-Western and even some Western countries don't even offer this. This alone filters thousands of founders towards Singapore. In many countries, starting a company feels like navigating a maze. Months of paperwork, conflicting agencies, and unclear rules. Singapore is the opposite. You can incorporate a company in days. Bank accounts are relatively straightforward. Many countries separate immigration from entrepreneurship. Singapore links them. If you can show traction, raise funding, hire locals, and contribute economically, your chances of staying increases. This creates a powerful incentive loop. Instead of forcing founders to gamble their entire future on a single visa lottery, Singapore turns immigration into a performance-based system. For ambitious immigrants, this feels fair. Your output matters more than your passport. This creates incentives for immigrants to continue doing what they have been doing in order to gain one of the most powerful passports in the world. Singapore's startup geography is also dense. VC accelerators, corporate innovation labs, and government programs are clustered within minutes of each other. The whole country is essentially Silicon Valley. This matters greatly for immigrants, as they arrive without deep local networks. In Singapore, networks form quickly because events are centralized, communities overlap, and investors are accessible. You don't need generational connections, you just need a decent idea and traction. That lowers the social cost of entry, which increases the founders' diversity. Now back to the main question. Why do many Singaporean tech unicorns are not founded by locals? Well, many Singaporeans simply prefer stable, high-status career. Law, medicine, finance, government, and big tech. These are excellent, well-paid paths that have a prestige nature associated with it. Compare that to founding a startup that are unstable, long hours, high failure rates. Immigrants self-select differently. The ones who move countries are already risk-tolerant. They've already accepted instability. So startups naturally skew towards immigrants, not because locals lack ability, but because locals have safer options. Singapore education and social systems also emphasize measured success. This means strong credentials, a proven pathway, and incremental advancement. This produces outstanding engineers, managers, and operators, but fewer people who instinctively jumps into chaotic 0-to-1 startup building. It's also important to separate founder from builder. Locals are heavily represented as CTOs, lead engineers, product managers, CEOs, and early employees inside the unicorns, even if they are not always the headline founder. In the end, Singapore's model is not designed to maximize the nationality of founders, it is designed to maximize the number of great companies. And when you build a country that functions as a global launchpad, the world's most driven builders will naturally show up and start building.